In this video, I'll share with you a step-by-step process of creating this scrolling animated websites. I'll share with you all of the prompts and all of the tips that I'm using to build websites like these using AI. I built more than 100 websites using AI, and all of them are animated with animated videos, with interactions, with animations. As you can see, everything is in code, in text. I didn't use Figma to build these animated websites, and everything also is mobile responsive. That is precious thing and great thing about AI building. We're going to be using Claude Fable 5 for this version, so you can select it here. There are two ways to actually use this option. First one is using Claude app. So you go to Claude AI and just download Claude, and you'll have this on your computer. Or you can use, what I'm using is Cursor. I'm not affiliated or sponsored with Cursors. I just found that it works way faster than Claude. So let's just up to you, whatever you use. If you use even online options like Google AI Studio or anything like that, could also work as well. So yeah, let's start by just generating our images and videos and then building the websites. For the prompt, you can follow along. We're going to start with assets. So for the assets, it is abstract 3D forms hanging with wired cables. So this is what you can type on Pinterest. Pinterest is actually a great way to find inspiration for your designs. So just go here and you'll see a lot of different cool designs that were built by designers. You don't have to copy exactly. You can just take inspiration from that. So once you found that, the next step in our process is to actually create videos. So for the videos, we're gonna use MP4, and to generate that, I'm going to be using Higgsfield. Not affiliated or sponsored with Higgsfield. That's what I'm just using. You can use cheaper options. But after we generate our video, we'll have a result like this. For the prompt, you can type something like, let me quickly look at this. Which prompt could work? Yeah, so something like use image 2 first frame and the second frame, and the top of the cable stay fixed in the place, never moving. The bottom ends the cable extend, growing longer and move downward. Basically, you can just test and experiment with prompt. If you have some reference video, like for example, in the prompt that I'll send you, you'll have a link to the video, so you can actually use it as a reference. And the simplest way to do that is just basically asking AI to create a video exactly like this. So you'll have the exact same video and with any updates or changes that you want. After you have the video, we can start building our front end or our website. So for this, I don't usually like to ask AI to build a front end. I'll usually go to motionsize.ai and find font styles that I like. And then I can choose recent here. I can also choose free. And I'll have the ability to just find font styles and designs that I like. So let's say we like this one. All I have to do is just copy this, and then I would just go to Claude or Cursor. You would want to start a new project, and you would also want a new folder. So here you can just select new folder, name it something like scrolling lines 3D or whatever you prefer. And here you can just paste the prompt and say something like create me a hero section. I'll make sure that the voice app selected. I'm using VoiceOS, by the way, for the voice to text. A lot of you have been asking, not affiliated with them either, but now I can just basically talk to my computer. And all that I have to take from this prompt, since we're going to be building our custom UI, I just want to take the fonts, the UI elements, and everything else. I can just get rid of this. And now that we have the main styles, we can explain what we wanted to build. So for this one, let's go back to our prompt, which is this one. Again, the fonts are here, so we can just use this basically. Build me a simple 2-section website. The hero section should be on the black background, and the text should be white. Very minimalistic, no other elements should be on the page, just that. And then under the hero section, there should be another section. Also, pretty minimalistic, black background and some text on that section. Build me a, and now we can choose Fable 5. and make sure that everything that we need is here. So global structure, we could also copy the whole prompt to build this, but I wanted to show you the process that I would do. Let's just send that and see what it comes back with. And this is the result that we received. Let's add our video here and see how it looks like. So for the video, again, take this part from the prompt, which is assets, paste it in here. Just replace the link or the video with the ones that you've generated. Go back to cursor, paste it in here. And for the next part of the prompt, we're going to paste, which is scroll scrubbed video background. This is important for the video to play smoothly, or you can just convert the video to frames using the website JPEG MP4 to JPEG sequence. And you'll have a sequence of images that will not be lagging on any device, etc. For the simplicity of this tutorial, we're going to use the video. And let's just send that. Let's see if there is any other details in the prompt that we would need to include here. But actually, let's send that and see what it comes back with. One more detail. Do not add any overlay on the video and do not change any colors on the page. Keep the content wide as it is and keep the video full opacity. And let's just send that and see what it comes back with. And this is the result that we received. As you can see, we have this nice scrolling animated website. Of course, we can update it. We can add more sections to it. But the biggest issue that I see right now is we make all of the content. Let's make all of the content on the page have full opacity. So we have now some pieces of text that have reduced opacity. Let's increase that to be 100% opacity and move the content in here section to the bottom, as well as add some more links to the nav bar. And in the second section, position text, position the content around the center. So some content on the left side, some content on the right side, and the center should be empty. And just send that and see what it comes back with. Let's use Fable 5. And this is what we've got. It is looking much better, but I want to try one more option. So for this, I'm going to again go to motion sites, and there is new prompt that I just uploaded. I want to take like this kind of futuristic font and add to it and see how it's going to look like. So I'm just going to paste it in here. Oops, not in there, like this. And I just want to find the font kind of style. So let's use this fonts, and we can select this and paste it in our cursor. And then also we need the sizes of the fonts. So headline, heading, or we can see what on 7. Yeah, so we can say something like this. Let's update fonts and the kind of design of our content on our page. Do not add any images if there are any in the prompt. Just update the fonts and the colors, and that's it. And now let's just send it and see what it comes back with. And this is the result that we've got in less than 10 minutes. If you just spend it on it a little bit more, maybe like 30 minutes to an hour, you can create something that would be award-winning quality. Now let me show you how you can actually grow on Twitter and find clients, because I think Twitter is the best thing for designers to find clients, even better than Upwork or YouTube. I've been on Twitter for a year and I grew it to 66,000 followers. And it actually brings me 90% of my clients, of my customers, compared to YouTube that I've been doing for 4 to 5 years. This is actually still a great platform for designers to grow. And I'll share with you the details. I took my account to grow and what kind of posts I posted and how I did that and how I started when I had 0 followers, because now it's pretty easy to post whatever I post. It will kind of get likes. But in the beginning when I started, it didn't. So yeah, let me show you how I did that. And the first step is actually to post whatever you did is in a good quality. Just record a screen of it. So let me just go to the cursor and say we have this piece of content. All I have to do is just use any recording tool like CleanShot or Screen Studio. These are paid and for Mac, so if you're on Windows, you can find something other. So let's just select the area that I wanted to record, and now we can just click video recording, and now it might be lagging because I have 2 video recordings working at the same time, plus 1,000 applications open. So yeah, now I can just take this and go to Twitter. And the way that I grew and the way that a lot of people grow, let me show an example, Victor. So they just tag profiles or companies that are bigger than me. So for example, I once mentioned Gemini and Logan, someone who works on the team with at that time like 10x followers than me. I was like a 5,000 or something, and he with 300,000 tagged me, and it gave me a lot of the people who saw my post saying base 44. Like if you just tag companies and they will repost you. And another example is this dude. He also just tagged me, and because my websites go viral, his post got 200,000 views because he used some of my prompts. So just tag bigger companies, and by doing that, they might comment, they might repost it, and you'll get some exposure from that. But again, your post has to be a good quality. Just look at this example. It is really, really good quality. And like he took one of the prompts for motion sites, which is this one, and he basically customized it to be something great. Like I see a lot of people just taking prompt from motion sites and literally changing like font and make it way more worse than originally were, and they tagging me thinking that I will repost it. Like I would never do that. The quality of the post should be something similar of this level if you want me to repost it, and it is possible you will get clients if you post something like this. And yeah, this looks really good. This doesn't look exactly like the prompt on the website, and that's what I'm teaching you, how to actually customize the stuff, not to make exactly like this. But yeah, so after you do this, you can just copy this basically as an example, upload this. Don't try to mention Victor Audi and then base 44, whatever, Google Anti-Gravity, 55,000 companies, Google AI Studio. If you do that, none of these will comment, because they basically, if they reposted or commented, they will advertise their competitors. And by doing that, why would they do that? So basically, if you tag a lot of the competitors, they do not want to give exposition or exposure to other companies. So just tag one person, keep very minimalistic. So GPT is very great at design, short sentence, then say something else like Inspo credits and one person for Inspo credits. And this is actually not only the posts look great, but actually the composition of your text, the tweet, is what matters on Twitter. It looks great, and then it has higher chance of going viral. So yeah, this is it. Another way to grow your customers is to do digital products. This is the very easiest one. What you have to do is just ask Cursor to basically turn this into a website where I'll be selling these kind of background videos, and then add a call to action to buy pack of 20 videos like these, which are scroll based, and there would be a link to a Lemon Squeezy or Pinterest for people to buy it for $9. And basically, if you can create 20 animated videos like these, then you can easily sell it for $9. And then if you add some more 20, then you have 40 videos, you can easily increase the price to $19. Then if you have 100 videos, you can sell that pack for $49. And if just like 10 people buy it a day for $49, you'll have $490 a day, and that equals to 14,000 a month. And trust me, 10 people to buy a day a quality pack of videos like this is very extremely easy, especially if you do and know how to do social media. You can achieve that results. And yeah, this was it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.